In our first two classes, we mapped the banking field and learned how to choose the right exam and level for you. Today, we go inside the exam and settle the strategic idea that shapes your whole preparation. The difference between prelims and mains. Nearly every bank exam runs in these stages, and the sentence to carry through this class is simple. Prelims only screens you in, but mains is what actually decides your selection. Aspirants who treat the two as the same thing, or who pour everything into the easier first stage, quietly sabotage themselves. So today, we will see exactly how the two stages differ, what each one rewards, how timing and marking govern them, and how to plan one preparation that covers both. Here is what we will settle today. First, the two-stage structure and how the stages connect. Second, prelims, the fast screen. Third, mains, the stage that decides. Fourth, the crucial difference between them and what each rewards. Fifth, sectional timing and negative marking. And sixth, how to plan a single preparation across both. Let us begin. Let us start with the shape of a bank exam because your entire strategy hangs on it. The first stage is the prelims, a short, fast, objective filter whose only job is to screen the huge crowd of applicants down to a shortlist. It is the doorway, quick to sit, quick to pass through, and quickly forgotten once cleared. Those who cleared it reach the mains, a longer, deeper stage, and the one that carries the score that decides selection. This is where the real contest happens. And for officer posts, a final interview follows the mains. So the three beats are always the same: a quick screen, then a deep decider, and then, for officers, a conversation. Understand which beat you are training for, or you will train for the wrong one. So the takeaway: prelim screens the crowd, mains decides the rank, and officers face a final interview. 3 stages, but only one of them truly builds your selection. Let us look closely at the prelims, the stage every aspirant meets first. Its format is deliberately light. A short objective paper testing, only the basics of quantitative aptitude, reasoning and English, designed to be sat quickly and marked instantly. It is a broad, shallow sweep, not a deep examination. To make it concrete, you might face 35 questions of quantitative aptitude, 35 of reasoning and 30 of English, each section on its own short clock, with the whole paper finished inside a single hour. Nothing on it is individually hard. The real challenge is simply doing the great many easy to medium questions accurately, at speed, without stumbling. And its role is limited by design. It is a fast filter, and in the state bank's exams, it is purely qualifying, while elsewhere, it carries only modest weight. Its job is to thin the field, not to crown the winner. Which means your aim in prelims is not a spectacular score. It is to get through cleanly and comfortably, conserving your energy for the stage that actually matters. So the takeaway: prelims is a quick objective filter of the basics. Clear it fast and calmly. And do not mistake a high prelim score for progress towards selection. Now the stage that decides your fate, the mains. Its format is a serious step up. The paper is longer and harder. It goes deeper into every subject and it adds whole new areas: general, banking and financial awareness, computer aptitude, and in the officer exams, descriptive writing, such as letters and essays. This is a full, demanding examination, and its role is decisive. This is where the marks that actually decide selection are won. Your performance here, far more than in prelims, determines whether you get the job and which one. So the entire weight of your ambition should rest on mains. Everything in prelims was just earning you the right to sit in this room. So the takeaway: mains is deeper, wider, and it carries the marks that decide selection. So it deserves the heart of your preparation, not the leftovers after prelims. Let us state the central difference plainly, because it should reshape how you spend your months. Prelims barely counts toward your final result. In the state bank's exams, it is purely qualifying, and even where it does count, it carries low weight. Its real function is simply to decide who is allowed into the mains. Mains carries the rank. The marks that determine selection are won here, so this is the stage that turns an aspirant into a banker. When you imagine succeeding, it is a strong mains performance you should be picturing. Consider 2 candidates, one who barely scraped through prelims but prepared the mains thoroughly, and one who topped prelims and then coasted. It is almost always the first who gets the job, because the scoreboard that actually counts only switches on at the mains, and the prelims topper's lead simply evaporates the moment it does. The costly mistake made every year is to feel triumphant at clearing prelims and then arrive underprepared for the mains that actually decides everything. So the takeaway, prelims mostly just gets you in, while mains is where selection is genuinely decided. So clear prelims comfortably, then pour your real effort into mains. Because the two stages do different jobs. They reward different skills. Let us name prelims first. Prelims rewards raw speed. With the modern sectional pattern, a whole section can be locked to as little as 20 minutes, so quick calculation and instant recognition beats slow, careful analysis every time. It also rewards selective solving, the discipline of grabbing the easy, certain marks first and cheerfully skipping the 2 or 3 questions designed to devour your time. In a sprint, knowing what to leave is as important as knowing how to solve. Together, these make prelims a test of accuracy under a ticking clock. A cool, fast, decisive head that never freezes and never chases a single stubborn question. So the takeaway, prelims reward speed and smart question selection over deep knowledge. So train your pace and your instinct for which questions to skip. Mains asks for the deeper virtues, and this is where real preparation separates the selected from the rest. It rewards depth and data handling, harder, multi-step puzzles and heavy data interpretation, where you must read a table or graph and reason through several linked calculations under pressure. Surface tricks are not enough here. Imagine a single caselet, a short paragraph about a company's sales across 5 months, followed by 5 questions that each need 2 or 3 linked steps, percentages, averages, ratios, all under one shared clock. A single careless step early on quietly wrecks all 5 answers. That sustained, accurate, multi-step reasoning is what mains is really testing. It rewards awareness, a strong command of banking, financial, and current affairs, the knowledge that marks out someone genuinely preparing for a banking career. And for officer posts, it rewards descriptive writing, clear, correct letters, essays and reports, produced quickly and well. So mains is where the well-rounded, deeply prepared candidate finally pulls ahead of the one who only drilled speed for the prelims. So the takeaway, mains rewards genuine depth, financial awareness, data skills, and clear writing, so build real, rounded knowledge, not just a fast trigger finger. Now 2 rules that shape how you must behave inside both papers, sectional timing and negative marking. The defining feature of the modern pattern is sectional timing. Each section has its own separate clock, so you cannot rescue a weak section by borrowing minutes from a strong one. The exam deliberately forces you to be quick and competent in every single area, with nowhere to hide a weakness. Concretely, if the quantitative section is locked to 20 minutes, a brilliant reasoning score cannot buy you 1 extra second for it. When the clock runs out, that section closes, finished or not. This is exactly why lopsided preparation, dazzling in one area and shaky in another, struggles so badly under the modern pattern. And there is negative marking throughout, typically a quarter of a mark deducted for each wrong answer, with the notable exception of the LIC Generalist exam, which has none, and where you can therefore attempt far more boldly. So your attempt strategy must adapt to both rules, pace yourself section by section, and let the size of the penalty decide how freely you guess. So the takeaway, sectional timing forces all-round speed and a small penalty keeps wild guessing in check. So respect the clock in every section and guess only when the odds are with you. Finally, the reassuring part, one intelligent plan covers both stages. Build the core deep first, quantitative aptitude, reasoning and English studied thoroughly. This core is the foundation of both stages at once. Since the mains simply ask a harder version of the same skills, the prelims tests. Then add the mains only extras on top of that core, banking and financial awareness, computer aptitude, and, for officers, descriptive writing, the areas the prelims never touches but the mains demands. And finally, train pure speed, with sectional time mock tests, so that the knowledge you have built can be delivered fast enough to clear the prelim sprint. So the takeaway, one deep core for both stages, plus the mains only extras, plus time speed practice for prelims. A single, layered plan that prepares you completely for the whole exam. Let us gather the whole class in one breath. 2 stages, prelim screens, mains decides, and officers face a final interview. Prelims is a fast, objective filter of the basics, often only qualifying. Mains is deeper and wider, and it carries the marks that decide the job. Prelims rewards speed and selection, mains rewards depth, awareness, and writing. Sectional timing plus a small, negative penalty shape how you attempt both. And you plan across both, a deep core, the mains extras, then time speed drills. Next class, the 5 core subjects up close, one idea at a time. That is the real strategy of bank exams. Speed to get in through the prelims and depth to win in the mains. Grasp that difference and you will spend your months on what actually earns the job, while others waste theirs perfecting a screening score that barely counts. Build the core deep, add the mains extras, then train the clock. We will see you in the next class.